Good morning all. Just here in North Berwick, by the sea in Scotland. Look at this view outside. There's islands and things. I mean, it's quite windy outside, but might go for a bit of a wander down there later. Anyway, I've been reading about loss aversion and also on how people, the psychology of taking a risk, and it falls into the live stream that I did with Chris on sunk cost fallacy. I'll put a link down below so you can have a look at that. But what this is whenever we go to, let's say there's a risk or we're going to make a choice, everyone knows that people do a lot more to avoid pain than they will to gain pleasure. And there's actually a relationship, there's actually through statistics and research, there's actually a number that, so the average person will need the gain or the win. If you're going to take let's say you're going to flip a coin. On one side, let's say you win £200, and then on the other side, you lose £100. Most people will need the win to be 1.5 to 2.5 times the loss. Now, that is actually what's driving that is like an emotional response. So your emotions are making you be super risk averse. There's lots of different research and lots of different scenarios where the risk averseness changes. So, like for instance, if there's two choices between a loss and a worse loss, or like bad and bad, but one significantly more, that actually makes people more. The risk appetite comes up, so they're actually probably going to be taking more risk at that point. But where there is a gain and a loss, like two opposites, they'll always be more risk averse. Now, what can you do there? Where's the hack? So I think the hack in that is if you think the gain is 2 to 1, then there's a value of that which is 50% of the gain. So let's say it's £200 against £100. That bet is worth 50 quid. You should go for it every time and almost like ignore your emotions, because this is how the traders work, right? Traders' mindset is they don't have this fear. They look at it purely logical and they can go for it. So here's another one. Let's say you had to flip a coin like that, and instead of the stake being £100 and £200, let's say it was £10,000 and £20,000, would you do it? As the stakes rise, people get more, more loss averse. They're worried more about the loss. And there are actually some gambles that you won't take. For instance, you'll never gamble on your life. Even if it was £1 billion, you probably won't gamble on your life. There's no price on that. But what can you do? So if you're going to make a gamble, the other thing is, rather than it just being a one-time event, let's say you could play that same gamble, flip the coin 100 times. You pretty much would be comfortable. You're going to win some money. You're absolutely going to be statistically, very, very well off there. For every time you'll get, on average, £50 a win. Every time you play the game, times 100 times. That's going to be a lot of money. So what I would do, where the gain is always more than the loss, no matter what, you don't need it 1.5 to 2.5 times. I say you should just go for it. As long as it's not catastrophic, you wouldn't gamble on your life or something that would completely ruin you. If it's just a routine gamble and there's a bit of risk and it's not catastrophic, ignore your emotions and just go for it. All right, gotta go. See you next time.